One Nigeria Army retiring soldier. They say the man don't come outside though for inside this life wey I go show you right now. They say that the man don contest Simon Ekpa. Say wetin go fit do so that he go drop Biafra agitation. He go comot in hand kpatakpata so that they go introduce new constitution wey he don write down wey go better all the whole Nigeria. My people, I no wan talk too much. Just watch the video. Just watch the video from beginning to end so they go understand everything will happen for here before we come back and proceed.
It's running. Now, I want to ask a question, Simon. I'm a Yoruba man, and we all know what is happening in the country. And I believe in one Nigeria because I've served in the military, the armed forces for the country. I have a lot of friends from the east, from the north, from all over the country. So I want a better Nigeria. Now, what I want to ask you is this, Simon. If today we have a better system of government, are you hearing me? A better system of government that is taking care of both the welfare of the people and the security of the people across the country. Are you going to change your mind about Biafra? Because the problem in the country, let me just finish, because the problem in the country today is just bad governance. If we have a better system of governance that make institutions to work at local government level, where the basics amenities, basic services are provided to the people, education, healthcare, affordable foodstuff, good living condition, where all those basics are provided, and at the center, people are well represented across the country, so that nobody will talk of marginalization. Are you going to change your mind about Biafra?
No.
Why?
Right,
because Biafra is looking for a better government.
Yeah, let me explain to you. Because,
okay.
this thing you are saying is not possible under Nigeria structure. Even if you bring, are you a Christian or Muslim?
I'm a Christian.
Even if you bring Jesus Christ to come and govern Nigeria, he can never change anything. Because even as Jesus Christ was born, he was crucified and killed by people. Now, Nigeria was not structured to provide these things and this leadership we are talking about. And that is the problem of many of you, because if you understand the problem of Nigeria, you will be in the forefront like Sunday Igboho fighting for the liberation of Yoruba people. But because you do not understand that, that's why you are here to tell me if this work, if this happened, if this, where are you going to start?
Okay, let me just answer you. Because me, I have gone too far. I have seen a lot in the country, and I have been trained to the highest level of administration in the country as a retired senior army officer. I looked at the problem of the country, and I decided to come up with a new constitution for Nigeria. I don't know if you can see a copy here. I came up with a constitution that takes care of all the tribes, all the what do you call it? All the groups in Nigeria.
Please, if you are going to ever go visit Southeast, don't have your ID card though.
If what?
Don't ever go to Southeast with your ID card if you are in Nigeria army.
No, I know there's problem in the Southeast now. We are trying to.
I'm just advising you as person that is.
So I understand you. We are trying to solve problems now. You know one thing, Simon. When we got independence, we had problem in Nigeria when we were running parliamentary system. And how did the problem happen? The problem happened in the western part of the country. Today, if any group or any region decide to secede from Nigeria, and you don't have the right system of government, the same problem we are facing in Nigeria today, we will face it in any of the regions.
Okay, so you believe the problem of Nigeria is in the constitution?
Of course, that's why I have to write the new constitution.
But that is not true.
Let me explain now.
No, Adeni, we have less than 10 minutes, and there are 3 more people left. So
let me address him, because his argument is based on the constitution, that he claimed that once he presents this constitution, Nigeria will work. Now let me address him. The problem of Nigeria is not constitution. And when I listen to people talking about 1999 constitution as a problem, I just laugh at them. the 1999 Constitution has a provision where they recognize a lot of rights. So have they respected that? There are provisions for Nigerians that are protected under this Constitution of 1999. Have they respected that?
That's what I'm saying. Now there are a lot of loopholes.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Why are you bringing another constitution where they have not respected the one they have?
That's what I'm saying. If the one that bringing this is respected and it is practiced, it will cater for all the regions.
That's what I'm telling you. Let them respect the one they have first, which they have not respected. So what do you think?
That one cannot work. I'm not in support of 1999 Constitution. It has a lot of,
but it is working to some extent. It is working on this exclusive.
No, working for to the airlines. The airlines exploiting the loopholes to do things for their benefit.
That's what I'm saying. That if
you and I,
yes,
if you and I together now fight the loopholes, are able to block those loopholes and come with the right condition for the country will move on. Because if you go Biafra now and I go Odudua, and at the end of the day we don't have the right constitution for our various groups, we will still be fighting each other.
No,
you understand me?
That is the point, because the Nigeria problem is not in the constitution. It is an ideological. Listen, let me tell you now. It's a historical, ideological, and a religious problem. So, and this cannot be solved under the current mentality that Nigeria has for many decades. It's a historic problem. So, as you are now as a military personnel, you know how you serve Nigeria. And then you compare it to the people in your status that are from the northern Nigeria. Which rank did you attain before you retired?
I think it was a colonel, but if you want me
let's say it was a colonel. Now I will ask him. Did he think that if he is from the northern Nigeria and have probably the kind of education he has acquired under Nigeria military, he will retire as a colonel? Is a question.
Yeah. You see, if there are a lot of things happening.
Just yes, it is possible, or no, it is not possible. As you are now a Yoruba man, you serve the army and retire as a colonel. And before retirement, you have acquired a lot of education, including training. So I'm asking you now, you are from northern Nigeria. Would you retire with your experience and education? Would you retire as a colonel?
Of course, there are a lot of people of my status.
You are not
that are even left as lieutenant colonel, that are even left as majors. You see, let us not bring sentiment to this thing.
No, that is the problem.
Yes, you know, there are some people from my side too that left as major general, my colleagues too.
You have not answered my question. My question is,
I've answered you. I said the standard after you have reached the rank of colonel, it is politics now this time around and luck.
But that is the point. Yes. And do you know that it is the something in the educational system that is what we call the quota system in Nigeria? So how do you address that? And how do you think that the northern Nigeria are going to agree to the quota system? Now, the president is from your own tribe, and they are trying to bring a tax bill. Do you know the people that are rejecting the tax bill? There is no single governor from the southern Nigeria. Only the northern Nigeria governors have rejected the bill, and they have dropped it. So how do you fix a system like that? You see, it is no point wasting your time, your resources, your energy, and your life trying to save a failing marriage. And this marriage is not even a willing marriage. It was a marriage that was forced by the barrels of the gun. So now we are saying we are not ready to try again. And we are ready to bring everything down. As you are looking at me, I am ready to burn down Nigeria for the interest and the life of my people. And if I have the opportunity today, I will order the burning down from Aso Rock, because that's where the killings of my people are being planned. I will bring it down. And the luck they have is that I don't have a nuclear weapon or a ballistic missile yet. But if I have it, I will start from Aso Rock, because that is where the terrorism against my people are being planned. Once Aso Rock is down, everybody will rest. I will begin to discuss the peace.
All right, Denny, we'll get another chance to have this conversation. So please let me go to other people because he has to go. I want them to be able to say something. Chief Chukwemeka, you are next.
Yes, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I greet you. This is Biafra, where they belong. Yeah, I came off because I've been listening to some commentary by people, and then I know that today the zoo of Nigeria is over 60 years, and they've been trying for more than 60 years. They never got better. Instead, they get worse and worse, and now they are worse than worst. Now, before we used to hear that a fool at 40 is a fool forever. And most of the people in that country, you know, they have been, fools at more than 40 years. Now, I'll tell you, some politicians, they come to complain about the activities of the Biafra government. They complain about the sit at home.
Chief,
But they
Chief
never
Chukwemeka, we can't hear you. We can't hear you well. If you have a question, just go straight to your question, please.
Yes. What I want to ask first, I want to commend the Prime Minister and his cabinet for what they have been doing for the Biafran people. Yes, and I want to tell him to keep it up, that Biafrans are solidly in support of the Prime Minister and the cabinet and the entire Biafra government. And I want to tell him that the sit at home is not as worst as the economic terrorism that the government of Nigeria is meted on the people, where they cannot, afford to even have ordinary a square meal. It's not difficult. People that own cars in that country, we can no longer drive our cars because you can't afford fuel. You now walk a long distance to go to wherever you want to go. I now bought a bike to be able to navigate my way because terrorism economically is no longer bearable. So the
All right.
solution is liberation, and we support.
Chukwemeka, we have to leave it at that. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, let's go to one for Biafra. One for Biafra, go ahead.
All right, all right.
Rudolph, we cannot hear you. So
one for Biafra, you're muted.
I have the next 8 minutes.
Yeah, no. One for Biafra, you're muted.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, go straight to your question, please. Yeah.
Yeah. So now, what I want to say is that I pity the likes of Dr. Chid and the others. Now, if you listen to Nnamdi Kanu's last broadcast before he was kidnapped, you will understand that he prophesied about his departure and the coming of Zagoreba. Go and listen it very, very well and understand the facts there, that he knows everything that is going to happen. Therefore, I have no too much. That's exactly the point I want to bring out to those who are asking useless questions here. So go and listen and hear Nnamdi Kanu prophesy about his departure and the coming of Simon Ekpa. And that's all about it. So I congratulate you, my PM. We are waiting for December 2nd, and God will make it a reality. God will make it a success. Thank you, Biafra, Prime Minister. Thank you. This is my first time of talking to you first one-on-one. God bless you. We are supporting you. We are behind you. And
thank you very much.
Come 2nd December, everything is going to come to reality. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Now the final person is Jeffrey Azoka. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Dr. Damages, and good evening, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. This is my first time of actually getting to any platform to ask you questions, even though I've tried to get on your space multiple times to ask questions. Well, my question would be, first of all, I would say there's a statement or a saying that what authority does a man have to tell another man what to do or impose to another man what to do outside of a contract or an agreement? So I have gone through the Biafra charter and tried to read through it multiple times over and over again, and I've seen a lot of information which is really, really good. I can say it's almost similar to that of the American what they say constitution, like they have the First Amendment and all that. But the only thing is, when they defined that document, it did say it's a memorandum, and and other words, like one of which it says it's a contract. So, like I said before, outside of a contract or a crime, there is no, outside of a contract or whatever, there is no crime. So, what I'm saying uh, is that document, is that the full disclosure for anyone who's saying, oh, they support, because I'm a Biafra, and I wouldn't say, and I support 100% everything you're doing. Nigeria, they've messed up so much that, like you say, if you have what they call it, the nuclear weapon, I'll be the first person to help you press that button to destroy our Rock and everything. So my question is, are we being given full disclosure to say that document, that preamble of the Biafran Charter, is going to be held to high esteem, knowing that they say a man's home is his castle. So, what are the plans that are being put to make sure that those written words that are in there are not being violated by maybe the new government who will be coming in and all that? And then my last question would be,
No,
what
no,
would
one question only,
punishment?
please.
Okay, so what is the punishment for people who make false claim about other people? Just like some other guy came up moments ago and said, "Oh, he got report that you scam people." What would be the crime of people who make false claims against other people in Biafra land?
Thank you very much. That what you saw was just a charter, which is, like you said, maybe I would say the First Amendment or stuff, but that was the Charter of Biafra that was adopted during the last year convention in Finland. And this year convention, with the result of the self-referendum, we are going to vote on the Biafra Constitution. The Constitution has been drafted with over 200 and something articles. And so it is something that will form the legal base for everything we are doing. So this question is well addressed in the Constitution. It has to do with the law of Biafra and how people will be punished if they commit any crime and stuff like that. So it is well defined in the Constitution of Biafra, which will be voted for and adopted during the next convention that is starting on the 29th of this month. So, and then of course it will be in the public after that, and so people can go and see their constitution. And that constitution is also subject to amendment. It must be upheld in addition to the treaties that Biafra government will sign in Finland. So, of course, what we are doing is to provide the opportunity that Nigeria never provided for our people: justice, equity, and fairness.
All right. Thank you, Jeffrey. Before you give your final comment, I just want to say that this platform, we don't encourage violence, obligated by law to make sure that I say that we don't encourage violence, action by anybody at any time. All right. So, Mazi Simon, your final concluding
Yeah,
words.
thank you very much. We are also not condoning any violence. We are only defending ourselves. And of course, we are going to defend ourselves using every mechanism available. When Nigeria bring violence, you defend yourself using violence. You don't expect somebody to come with gun to kill you, and then you go and defend yourself with a stick. You go with gun. If they come with AK-47, we go with AK-47 to defend ourselves. If they come with the GPMG, we go with the GPMG. If they come with the RPG, we go with the RPG. The only thing we don't have yet is armored tank, which they come all the time with armored tank. They come with aircraft. We don't have it, but we defend ourselves with whatever we have. And we have anti-aircraft we will use to defend ourselves whenever they come to bomb our people. So we have been doing that and doing that very well. So, like I said, I am very happy to be here to make some clarification today and answer question, though I was expecting more of Nigeria question than this Biafra supporters. But at the same time, I wish to be here next time so that those, and the next time if I'm coming here, Rudolph, make sure that you bring people that will really screw me with questions and difficult ones, because it is good. I'm not for them, because I know many of them will never, ever, ever agree with what I'm doing. But my target are those who may not even be here, but somewhere listening. Those are my target, because I can never please everyone. So somebody have commented that I should stop sit at home. Sit at home is not going to stop. It is one of the mechanisms we are using. It is one of the approach we are using. Like I have said, the 4 approach we are using to get Biafra today is the political approach, the diplomatic approach, the armed struggle approach, and the civil disobedience approach. So this civil disobedience approach falls under the sit at home. So sit at home can never stop, because we will never allow Nigeria to breed in the southeast and south-south until Biafra is recognized. So thank you all. Anybody that have questions, always remember that I am open to receive your questions and answer them. You can contact the Biafra government through the chief of staff or the Biafra government media teams. You can contact them. And then also for those.
Welcome back, my wonderful people. When I don't hear them as it dey happen, now say my bring am come show. I bet drop your own opinion inside comment section.